Wow. Okay. Allers, welcome to the gameplay for Dummies Pantheon edition here. This is in follow-up to the guide that we recently posted on the channel, so we're just going to be covering off how to play this guy in your games at a basic level so you can enjoy some success, not only hopefully stomping the lane, but then taking that lead to top or bot with your ult and doing some good stuff to push that limit. So, in lane here, we always like to check out the matchups, jungle and mid lane for ourselves. So we're against an Orianna with Ghost, which is an interesting choice. I don't know if she's expecting to run us down. She's also got the phase rush there. Crap's breaking out in our jungle. These guys are doing some interesting things. So lane matchup wise, really tough lane for us. If Orianna spaces well and just auto attacks us down and uses the Q effectively, it's going to be tough for us to do too much to her, especially with the shield and the slow that she has on that. So just kind of recognize when you're going into lane at a very basic level if you can abuse the matchup or not. Pantheon's better suited for AD assassin type champions, so unless she really gives us something to write home about here, we're probably just going to look for some Q poke on her if she lets us, and then W her when we pick up that ability and see what she does. So I don't want to eat too many autos, especially because her autos start to stack up and deal more damage consecutively. So I don't want to stay in too many extended trades. I'm going to pick up my W second here to maybe grab an all-in on her if she lets us right now. I'm going to fake walking back a little bit and then see if I can walk back in. She picked up level 2, so it's going to be tough now. She's really hugging that turret line, which is not somewhere that I want to go. So mostly what we'll do in this lane here is watch out for ganks from Kayn. He's not the best ganker pre-6. I'm going to put a ward up here anyway. I'd advise you guys to do the same. If there's really nothing for you to do in the lane, this is going to slowly push back out to us, hopefully, if she spams her Q. So I feel like Kayn might be somewhere coming from bot side, actually, the way she postured up against us there. I don't see him top side, so I'm just going to kind of stay towards top here and let her push this out a little bit more, and then we'll look for potentially an all-in with a gank from her Zyra if she paths around and helps us out. So not doing anything too crazy here, right? Like, I know that with Pantheon, you know, he's an early game champ, blah, 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 doesn't scale, that kind of stuff. But let's just make sure we look for those opportunities to use his early game strength well, right? Yeah, like, if you lose the early game with Pantheon, then there's really no coming back for you, right? So just make sure you play it slow, play it as opportunities present themselves. Wow, that minion block was real. Zyra's not pathing mid here, it looks like, so we're just going to have to play this one out ourselves. I'll posture up a little bit here since we do have full passive stacks up. I don't think she's actually trying to recall, she's probably just trying to bait me into pushing, but I'll stop that recall with a Q anyway, just in case. I'll just keep it frozen here. So ideally, if she's walking up to trade range with me, I want to have 3 or 4 stacks on my passive and then go in on her. That way I can get my full Q damage. So if she gives us... Oh wow, she's just out of range there. So it looks like we're really only going to be able to poke her with our Qs from range. She's not really giving us an opportunity to step up and land that W. Either she's getting kind of lucky or she really knows the spacing well, but like right here is when we want to land our W at this range here. There you go. That's what you want to do. Now she's going to retaliate here. I'm going to pop this down. I mean, I can maybe all in her here. I can flash ignite W here. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Do we live? Yes, we do. Okay, nice. So that was literally just from playing patient and Q spamming her when it was available. She eventually got too aggressive at that low health, and knowing that my spear crits if people are below 20% health was just kind of the determining factor there, to knowing that if I land one spear, even though she was healing up there, she might have the shield from her E, I can probably flash W, ignite, you know, use everything at my disposal there to really really get a good first kill off. So we managed to do that. Again, she was playing fairly passively early game. The key to take away from everything so far in this kind of gameplay for Dummies is we didn't push really anything before it presented itself. We waited for her to push the wave back into us after we got a ward out in the jungle early, realized she was playing really far back and safe and kind of not letting us W. After we hit a few spears at range, then we were able to slowly start to pressure her and use our flash and ignite advantage. So now that we're level 6, we can look to affect other lanes. I want to try and thin this wave out, or at least get it to bounce back before I go. But now that Flash and Ignite are down, I'm really having probably no kill pressure in this lane unless she really goes crazy or Zyra comes. So just understand, again, take a look at your sums, know what your advantages are in lane at that moment. My advantage right now is just the fact that I can roam with my ult. Other than that, I don't really have too much going on for me right now. So she's roaming top. Dragon is up. I mean, this is probably a good opportunity to do that drag. I'm not going to ult top. Camille should be able to get away with her E, and if she doesn't, then it's kind of gone anyway. Dragon is a little bit more important of a fight than saving our Camille, so I'm going to go down here. I think that was their jungler somewhere around here. So I'll put a ward over here. Yeah, I'm going to go over here and get this guy. Just force him to leave. I think we grabbed this here. She somehow got that kill off us. That's fine. I don't care if she KS's. I'd rather him just die there for sure anyway. So me not going top there, I think is better just because of the drag. So same thing should go for you guys. Just try and have like a checklist of items that are more important potentially, or the most important. And if Dragon's up, I'd say that's probably a pretty high priority objective, maybe above, you know, going top lane away from the Dragon just to potentially save your Camille from a gank that, you know, is kind of maybe her fault for not having it warded to begin with. So here I'm going to just try and push this wave out as fast as I can. I'm using my Q spam to do so. And then we're going to maybe get a good recall off. We still have ult, so I'm going to try and recall, and I would recommend you do this with Pantheon too, towards a lane that you think you might have to ult to either grab a kill aggressively or defensively help your bot lane. So we're going to start to build towards the Eclipse, pretty standard first item on Pantheon. And now now that I'm level 6, I don't probably have kill pressure still in lane for another minute 50, minute 40 seconds here until my flash is back up. So I'm really just trying to play the lane in a safe way until Zyra comes to gank or I see an ult bot lane. Those are like my two conditions that I'm just looking at right now. Those are the only two things on my mind. So I mean, I'll walk up and test her here with a W combo and just see what she does. She's not able to respond, so I kind of got a free trade off there. So if that happens a couple more times, then yes, like if she mispositions and just lets me W on her, then perfect. Like I'll take that all day. But I'm just kind of looking bot lane right now. So bot lane's getting pushed in. This is actually going to be really good for us here. I'm going to maybe start the path bot. Okay, so this is good for us. Okay, maybe not. Gonna have to use my E. I'm using all my potions right now as well, just to see if I can survive. She's diving. I think she went, wow, I was gonna say she'll die if she gets killed by that dive. I might be able to Q sniper here. These guys are really kind of being trolled by staying here. I'm waiting for my E to come back up before I do anything too crazy here, but I mean, they're sharing gold and XP. They did take some plates, which is unfortunate. Ooh, there was that Q. I mean, I have Ignite now too, so if she steps up, I can definitely W kill her. Oh, very unfortunate. I'm going to try and Ignite this guy and Q him. No. Okay, I mean, he burned Flash. I couldn't get my Ignite off on him. I died too quick. And I used my E too early, so definitely a misplay, and that'll happen with you guys in your games. But we did almost kill the Ori there, and we were holding tower 1v2 for pretty long. So it's not the end of the world. The good takeaways there is that we still have our ult, we still have Flash, we still have Ignite, so a lot of good opportunities. And if we can keep their jungler mid against us for extended periods of time like that, it's not that huge of a problem, especially if you're kind of staying under your turret and forcing them to use flashes and their ults and everything to try and kill you. Like, we did get a lot for that one death. We still did soak up the experience from the minions. It's not like we died before the minions really crashed against us, so it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to start pinging here for help. She's in a position to help us with this gank, and I think she's going to be playing aggressively here. Unfortunately, I still do not have her helping. I wish she would come right now. We could die here, but like she's in a great position to get ganked right now. Like she's at half health, no ult. Unfortunate that Zyra was a little bit slow on that. That's going to happen in your games too. I wanted to get aggressive there because I thought Zyra would see that a little bit earlier. Looks like they still might get her anyway. I don't need to ult for this, I don't think. Or maybe I do. Come on, hit it. Yeah. I didn't think I needed to ult for that. Camille probably misplayed. I didn't see it there earlier, but to secure that kill on Orianna and just keep the game momentum going, I think was important there. So that'll let me push this and then maybe get a good back off. So when you're using your ult like that to try and secure kills, try and make sure you put it in a position where you think they're going to have to go to stay alive, and then just kind of get behind them. The fact that I ulted onto that bush too just kind of helped conceal my ult. If I did it somewhere like here on her, she might have seen it and started to run up or path somewhere else. So I tried to do it in an area that was a little bit more hidden. Okay, we've got our serrated Dirk. That means that we're going to be a little bit more deadly now on our ganks or even in this lane. If we check the matchup, we are kind of even with her. She's busted her stopwatch, which is good for us, and we still have Flash Ignite. So I don't necessarily have to look for you know, an ult in another lane right now, especially because my ult is down. So, you know, again, just very basic kind of thinking with Pantheon. Right now I'm thinking pressure lane, kill lane, bring their jungler here. I'm really thinking more lane focused as I have my Flash and Ignite up. They're a bot, so I can get some plates here maybe. There's nothing for me to do roaming bot. I don't have ult. It'll take me a while to get there. Zyra's going down there anyway, so it should be fine. We'll maybe get one plate off this and it'll be good. Yeah, Zyra was able to pick that up, so that's good. So part of Zyra's ability to be, you know, I don't know if she's been ganking bot with her buddies or maybe top a little bit more, but we've definitely provided an opportunity for Zyra to play Zyra in the jungle easily, I guess, as a bit of a troll pick, because of the pressure that we've brought mid lane with Kayn having to be here a few times and Ori needing a little bit of help. So Dragon's up, we were focusing that now. I'm going to stay in lane, I'm not going to recall or anything like that, even though I have this pushed in just because Dragon's up and I want to be able to rotate to that if a fight breaks out. And we're also putting some good damage on mid. Sign's missing from top, so I'm already starting to think, okay, this could be a big kind of 3 or 4 man dive on mid. So just when you see everybody missing from the map, and try and keep your eyes on the minimap every 5-10 seconds, you kind of see some of these gank plays developing. So I'm just going to check if Scuttle's here. There's nothing for me to do mid, so I'm going through kind of my basic objectives checklist here. Dragon, Scuttle, turret, stuff like that. Kayn's here now. This is unfortunate. I'm going to call for help. See if we can knock this down before he gets here. That's good. So that's perfect. I mean, we got plates, we pushed mid, we got a Scuttle Crab, we're on bot side ready for drag, and we might be able to do a play here with her. So she's running now, which is nice. And we have ult up, so now we can basically make a very big move on the map somewhere now. Right, like this guy's here. I'm just gonna get some damage on him if I can. I gotta start moving back just in case Ori rotates, but these guys managed to kill him. I think we go on her still. I think that's the play here. Just pick up this farm. There's nothing for me to ult bot. I don't think Kayn's doing dragon anytime soon, so we'll just do this. Now I'll start to move towards bot. Okay, I see Kayn here. Probably gonna ult in on this if they stay aggressive, or if Ori shuts down here. Looks like they'll be able to pick this off. Okay, we can definitely do this now. I'm just gonna start spam pinging this because all of them are still alive, and even if Ori shows up with an ult, I'll just postulate towards top side here and pick her off before she can ult our team. We're giving up plates mid and potentially mid turret, but I think picking up an ocean drag is good for the team here. we'll just rotate there now, pick her off. She wasn't able to pick up mid-turret completely, so that's good. I have ult, and if she can land a snare, we can probably do something. Not the end of the world. She backed off there. I think they got first turret off that. Unfortunate. Okay, so 1400 gold here. We've pushed in mid. First turret's already gone off the table in terms of first turret blood, so I'm going to pick up the Eclipse here because I want on my next ult to be a little bit more deadly. Even if Ori takes down mid here, it's not like, not the end of the world. Looking bot now again. Ori has proven to be playing very safe in this game, so again, you're just looking for the areas of the map that you can make impact on. I can't really make an impact on mid anymore. Like, she's gone. She's never going to let me W onto her again, so unless I want to burn flash and W onto her, I'm really probably not ever going to kill this Ori again in a solo lane scenario. So you need to be able to shift your thinking and start thinking, okay, where can I make an impact now? And that's probably going to be bot lane. I mean, I might be able to take this turret if she's gone roaming, but Sion's missing, Kane's missing, there he is now, yeah, see, so here's like 2 or 3 of them probably coming at me. I'm going to start to come up this way because if she can land that, we can kill this guy here. Getting ready to W him when he comes out of form. There we go. I think we can push this turret now pretty effectively. So that was pretty good. Again, just looking for basic opportunities. We're not doing anything crazy here. I can dive her if she stays. She backed off again, like, you know, kind of playing into that. She's playing super safe. She's never going to give us a chance to kill her now. And even the Q spam, I mean, it's only going to do so much. So early game, that worked a little bit better. Now we're really looking to make impact in other lanes with our ult. In a rare occurrence, our bot lane's actually playing really well. Like, we have a 10-1 Tristana, so we haven't had to ult bot lane too many times just to save them. So that's given us the ability to free up mid a little bit more. I'm going to just roam into the jungle here and see if he's got his red buff. I think I took his red buff, not our red buff, so that's fine. Not too much to do mid, not too much to do bottom, so I'm just going to roam towards top here and maybe take off this turret. So again, just going through that objective checklist, right? Nothing to do mid, nothing to do drag side, nothing to do bot side. I could do Rift, except, you know, Pantheon's not really the greatest Rift solo champ. So instead we'll just grab that top turret. So Ori is looking to greed for this here. Let's see if we catch her. I don't know if we will. She'll probably run back right now. Oh no, I thought I could catch her with my flash W. She ended up ghosting away. You know, we tried to make a big play there. I wouldn't recommend you burn flash to just try and catch a worthless Orianna who's 1 in 3 in your games. That was more of just a swag play if we could. So now, because there's nothing to do mid, Camille's there, and there's nothing to do top or dragon side, I'm just going to start this. Camille's leaving. If Sion rotates to here, he'll probably be able to grab this from me. So this is a dangerous play here. The only thing that's working in my favor is we do have the Scuttle Ward here. So if I do need to make a quick escape, I can use that speed boost to run away from Sion. Okay, he's coming now, but I do have Camille coming. So I just want to let Camille engage on this guy first. I'm trying to stay out of his ult. I'm going to use my E now. Oh no, Kane did show up. Very unfortunate. So that mistake's more on our Zyra probably than either of us. I mean, you could say it's my mistake for trusting our Zyra, but she was roaming bot for no reason. I don't know what she was looking for down there. You know, you have me and Camille doing the Rift. I started the Rift long before. You could see that play develop, and she kind of just didn't do anything. So and now we're going to lose mid for that. If you know, Zyra rotated there, we get that Rift, we get the kill, and then we are rifting mid instead of losing mid. So definitely tilting. I'm building into a Black Cleaver here just because we don't really have a frontliner on this team, so I'm going to try and get a little bit more tanky and see if I can help soak up some of that damage. It's also just a great item on Pantheon for the cooldown reduction and armor shred as well. I need to be careful here that I don't get caught, so this is going to crash, unfortunately. Staying safe there. I mean, I know we lose mid, but me dying there means that we lose our inhib as well, so it's just not worth trying to take out that Rift Herald to just save that tower. And then lose an inhib potentially. Okay, yeah, get that pull off and we're good. Where did he flash to? He flashed over? Such a ridiculous flash range. I could ult this guy, but again, I know Tristan is huge, so I'm just going to save it for another opportunity and just grab this drag. Saving my W in case anyone comes from this top side here, so I'm positioning to make sure that they can't steal. And then we'll just grab some farm mid here while these guys push to the spot lane. So next objective on the map that we're looking for, and again you want to make sure you're looking at those, especially as Pantheon, because of the fact you have a global ult, is towards bot side. That's where the open inhib is. These guys will kill him for sure, so I'm just looking bot to see if I'm going to ult if a bigger team fight develops. Okay, I need to run away from this. I was thinking about Wing onto that Ori and maybe killing her under turret, but everybody's missing and no one helped that Kayn bot, so you gotta be aware that there could be 3 people about to jump onto you mid. I could stay mid and push. Sion ult is looking dangerous, so I'd rather just be in the team fight here. Now I want to use my E to block damage from him in case he's going to try and do that to me. And we'll take him down here. I'm going to W him here just to make sure he doesn't put too much more damage on the team. And I think this is going to wrap up this game here. We're going to grab inhib here. Nobody can really jump in on our team because of me and Blitz's ability to peel for our Fed Tristana. So that's another way you can look to play Pantheon as a peel when you have someone who's popping off on your team, especially as games develop, right? Like, you're going to be a little bit more of a peel champ. Or you can be more of a peel champ. So that's a good tip, I'd say, if you're playing Pantheon a lot of games. If you do happen to have a top laner or ADC who gets fed, just build a little bit more tanky, play a peel style, and it's going to be pretty effective. Like, they're not going to be able to do too much to your ADC at that point.
Vengeance is cold.
Okay, we have 1300 gold. I mean, they're pinging Baron. I know that we can't really do the Baron right now. So I'm going to get a quick recall off here. I think we can finish our Black Cleaver, which would be good before we actually start a fight. No, we need 1400, so... I don't like this fight per se. There's 5 here and there's only 3 of us. Okay, now all 5 of us are here, so now we can play this a little bit more aggressively. So I'm just looking at peel for Tristana. It did not work. So hopefully our Camille can pick up a few more of these. I think we can... Okay, so we got that. I tried to time my W to the Sion knockup, just so that we could make sure we cancel that and save the Zyra there. So we did lose our ADC, but Camille was able to put down a little bit of damage there and help us out. We picked up a kill off the Sion, so that was really good. Can't do Baron, no drag. Bot's already pushed in, so we're going to take this mid as the next big objective. I do have ult, so I'm going to take a quick peek on this Orianna to see if she was half health or something like that. We might have been able to dive her there. I'll pick up one more wave here. If Sion was already respawned, I would be a little bit more careful, but he's dead for another 8 seconds or so, so I'm not too scared of getting ulted on here. So now we'll just back off. Okay. I'm just going to run up here. I could ult, but Blue Kayn is so slippery, you just essentially be wasting your ult. So just kind of keep that in mind. I wish he didn't land that bolt. I was going to say, recalling there isn't the worst because I can pick up a full item and I can ult towards the Baron if I need to get into that fight. So hopefully I don't do anything too crazy here. I'm already almost within ult range, so I can just ult this preemptively here. Looks like, again, Tristan is able to do that, so I'm just going to keep walking here. And then we'll pick up this Baron and maybe ult towards the inhib. I'm going to ult behind the Ori here. I do have Flashing Ignite, so this should definitely be a kill. She flashed away from the tower, which is interesting. So pick that kill up. I think we'll grab this. If he comes out, I'm going to try and pop my Q right when he comes out. Missed that. Okay. So that should be game, guys. Hopefully that kind of gives you an understanding of how to play Pantheon, even into a tough matchup. We were into an Orianna, which is actually a very tough matchup. You can see she even didn't give us that many kills. A lot of our kills came from team fights, peeling off priority targets, and then rotating into some type of jungle skirmish scenario. I'm looking to Q on or W onto this guy very aggressively here, just after our wave crashes, because I know that our Tristana has enough damage to follow up here. I'm pressing my E like a madman right now just to avoid some of this damage. Ooh, actually shut down, so we're going to have to back off here. Okay, so we'll just recall here. 1700 gold and get full health with the team, and then we'll probably push Dragon. So Dragon's the next one that's up. Anti-healing is a go this game, so we're going to pick that up. I think we can drop that for this and head toward Drag. So ult up in 37 seconds. We could use that to get back to here. If we needed to, I think we'll be able to make it there just with the walkout. Yeah, your games with Pantheon, even, again, we haven't played anything crazy micro-wise, should be even easier. A lot of these targets are really tough for us to catch. I mean, our lane matchup was really tough to even do anything against in lane. We can definitely do something here. And, you know, the jungler was really tough to catch as a blue cane. The top was kind of tough to gank because it was a huge tank with disengage, so that's also pretty tough. And then bot lane was just kind of wrecking on their own, so we didn't have to do too much with them. So it wasn't like the flashiest game for ults all over the place and one-shotting people, but it was pretty good display of how you can use your ult and your W stun to really peel and play team fights or mini skirmishes a little bit better and prioritize certain objectives. So we're just pushing towards the inhib side. This would be the next big objective that we want to hit. Our team's kind of ARAMing mid a little bit here, but we're just going to hold towards bot in a safe way and keep these minions beefed up with the Baron buff. And then even if these guys want to push mid, hopefully they should be able to get mid inhib down. I might get rotated on from behind, so I'm just putting a ward in that area there. But really in your games, if there's an open inhib, you want to make sure you're pushing that. I can't 1v1 this guy, so I'm really just holding him here so my team can do more mid. Once I get turret down, I can ult towards that fight and do something. I might have to do that now, actually, though. Now I'm going to ult in here just to try and keep them off of her. And if I can, I'm going to get a flash WQ onto her just to kill that support. If you can kill a support and you're trying to push towers, it's not something to laugh at, because usually the supports either have some good wave clear or some good healing buffs up that prevent you from diving or some CC, right? So like she has a lot of that. I want to push this pretty effectively right now. Like I can even tank some of this damage. That's perfect, right? So I went for the W on him just as that tower was dying because I knew Tristana's bomb was going to finish it, and I also wanted to kill him before he could retreat and hold the next level of tower. So next inhib here, I don't know what Zyra's doing. I mean, just come here and kill this. We have no wave to push that tower anymore, so just get some damage on this. I mean, we can kill this guy if he wants to step up to us here. That's really good for us. We'll just W him right here. Can we snipe? Oh, almost. Okay, I mean, inhib's still up. I don't really want to chase Blue Cane, so I'm just trying to focus on the inhib side. I don't have ult yet to really dive onto these guys, so I'm just going to grab this here. Grab that. We might get ulted on here. Nope, okay. Just going to try and peel for Zyra if I can. Probably not worth the death, so if she wants to die, that's her thing. Okay, now I'm going to peel for Trist if I can. Gonna preemptively use my E here just to try and soak up as much damage as I can and let Trist and Zyra get away. We're also banging on their base, so they're gonna potentially lose that. Not the greatest death. That death there was a little bit more from trying to peel for the team and make sure they get out alive. That'll happen sometimes, like you're playing Pantheon, he's still a melee-based champ with no real dashes except to dash in. So having 3 deaths with him isn't horrible. Surprised they haven't forfeited this game, actually. Like, they're trying to play it out. One more drag gives us soul, so that should help kind of finalize any potential comebacks for them. I mean, and Blue Cane is just so weak right now that with some of the champs that we have, like, she's got great engage as well. And with her E, I mean, like, yeah, in the jungle on a Cane who's even flying around, it's just so good. We can ult into this as soon as we get within range. I'm about halfway map still. But I'm just looking to CC for the Trist here, right? Just looking to peel for the Trist. So I'll just walk this out here. No reason for me to go in to save that Camille. Now I'll go behind these guys so that even if they retreat, I'm going to come in behind them here. Going to run straight towards her. Basically anybody I can get my hands on here. Just peeling for the Trist. And getting that kill there. I think we lost the Trist. We lost her, but it's me and Blitz. I think we can polish this off here. If she steps up to W range, I'll just W her. But I'm not even actually looking to engage on her. I'm just looking to finish this off here. That's fine if she wants to do that. I'm not looking for that kill. Jin's up in 7 seconds. I just want to finish this off. There it is, guys. Pantheon for Dummies. I didn't do anything too crazy that game, I thought. Especially against the lane matchup I had. It was pretty difficult to kind of snowball, but was still able to have a big impact and enjoy.